That your coach let you go all out. Was that all out?
I'd say it was all out, especially with Ronnie in front of me. He definitely had something to push for, and it made the race that much more interesting. And for a second there, I didn't know if I got it. I felt like in my heart I got it, but you never have it until the screen says you do.
Have you been in a race like that where you got to catch a guy and?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've had to do that. I think the first time I was in 8th grade, and ever since then. So I've been coming from behind in a lot of races. It's kind of normal for me, especially in the 100.
What do you tell yourself in those circumstances when you have some ground to make up?
It's not really something that I tell because I've been doing it for so long. It's almost a natural thing for me to feel like I'm coming from behind. I just know you ain't got nothing to worry about. Stay calm, just hit positions. Coach said just go all out. I already know my body is doing what it needs to do, so if I let it do it, I'm going to catch him. If I don't catch him, I know I gave him 100. And that's all that's good enough for me.
I was going to ask you, are you a 100 guy or a 200 guy?
I'm both. People just assume I'm a 200 specialist. Don't get me wrong. I love the 200. I love it. But I also like a few hundreds in the day, too.
You had pure joy coming out of you when you were jumping around after you won that race. Was that just from the fact that you came back to catch up, or your first big win here, or what?
It was a combination of more of the time and the win. I didn't think that my first USATF championship was going to be 100 gold medalist. I thought it was going to be always the 200. So to come out here and win the 100, it made me very happy because I'm proving, one, that I'm not just a 200 runner, and two, that I'm out here with the big dogs and I'm trying to be just as great as them.
What's the bigger deal for you, winning that championship or getting the world leading time?
I think it was the champion. I know the time was eventually going to come, and the time couldn't have come this meet. If I got the win, I was definitely going to be pleased more. I feel that I got a few more hundreds later down the line, and I feel that I would have got it then, but this makes me more excited because I feel that we still have some speed training to go through. We're going to go over to Europe, and we're going to try and do the same thing, if not better.
And what was that dance with the one arm going up and the one leg going up? You look like you're pulling something on a string. What is that?
I don't know the name of it, but everybody's doing it. It's like it's from the song "Shoot." Everybody does it, and it's like you just do it all the time. It's another dance from Fortnite, but they've been doing it before Fortnite. It's just a silly dance that people recognize, and they're like, that's cool. I relate to him.
Was that planned, or was that all you just making all that up?
No, it was planned. I kind of planned my dance moves weeks in before, and I also planned my themes weeks in advance. So I always have like my themes going on and what I'm gonna do just in case I win. And if I don't win, that means that I have something backed up.
Late in a race, have you ever panicked when you closing down someone at the end of the race like that?
I don't think in my mind I've panicked. I try not to panic because in my mind panicking is almost a sign of you're gonna let somebody else get to you, and that you should be focusing on your race more than somebody else's race. So I always try to focus more on myself than anybody else.
So you're the world leader now in the 100 and 200. You're only 20 years old. I mean, how does that feel?
I haven't registered that yet. Now that you just said that, I just realized it. So that's actually pretty cool. That's just like, oh my god!
Will you run the World Cup in London?
I'm not sure yet. Me and my coach are going to discuss that, and we're going to get to that later. We haven't had that big of a talk on it. We were just truthfully coming here to run 100 and try to get a fast time and get a win.
Who's that with you down there in the stands?
That was my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mom's been through a lot with me and my brother. We're all really close. It's just whenever we get a victory, it's like that thing that the whole family shares, and it's not even just a family thing, it's a team thing. I know my uncle is back home and my chiropractor is back home, and they're all doing their happy dances too. So I know my phone's blowing up, so I'm going to get back to them. It's a we thing and not so much of an I thing, because you can't win with just one person. You have to have a team to do it.
How are the conditions here? I mean, it's not super hot. Usually the fastest sprint times come when it's really hotter than that. Not that it was cold.
No, I feel like the temperature was perfect. The wind, thank God, was not wind aided. I've been catching more wind than Aang the Avatar. But the weather was good. I feel like it was very humid. It reminded me of home. And just to have the sun not beaming on your head, draining your energy, was really nice.
What did you think about your start, both in the final and the semis?
I felt that the semis was way better than my finals, but that makes me more excited, so I can go back to the drawing board and focus on something. Like, my start is always something I'm trying to improve. So I know when I go back and I'm just like, I had the perfect start and I didn't get the time I want, I'm like, now we're in trouble. But when you know you can go back and do something better, That means that you have more room to improve. That means that you can keep going further in the sport. It gets me happy and excited.
How much better do you think your start is right now than it was last year?
Oh, it's 100 times better. I mean, we all saw what I did in Eugene at Prefontaine. You know, if that was a normal race, I would have been like sitting at probably like third coming off the turn. But now every time I run, I try to make sure that I'm first coming off the turn each time. So when I come through the lines, I want to have separation from everybody.
So you were talking about the Incredibles yesterday, and are you wearing the socks now?
I am wearing the socks.
Can we see them?
My incredible socks.
So is that motivation?
Oh, that's always motivation. I love my themes, you know, but this is definitely gonna go down as one of my favorite. Truthfully, most of my themes are like all my loves and passions outside the track. So just trying to bring a little bit of that energy out. And you know, since you're an Adidas athlete, you have to hit in the small ways. You know, we're supposed to wear our uniform, so I make sure I always represent Adidas. But at the same time, I want to give my little bit of fashion and my little bit of love to all my other interests.
Any ideas for the next theme?
I'm gonna have to call my Mighty Morpher.
Who would win a movie
right now?
My favorite movie?
Yeah, that's out right now.
Right now it's Incredibles 2. But yeah, overall, I think 1 was better than 2, but barely.
Who would win a race, you or Dash, from the Incredibles?
I think because his parents wouldn't want him to, show his superpowers, I would win that.
Oh, like the end of the first one.
Yeah, triple jump camp right here.
No, 988. I mean, what does that tell you? You can run the 200.
Truthfully, in my head, in the 200, I feel like I can go like 19.4 this year. I have to see if it happens, but it definitely gives me more confidence going into it now, and I'm really excited. I've kind of been cheating on my 200. It's time to go back to my baby.
Was this sort of the best case scenario for you? I mean, if you came and won the 200 ran 19.8, would that have been as meaningful as important to you as winning a race? Like you said, people don't really identify you with as 100.
So going into here, 9.8 was my goal time, and then to get the win was the overall time. If I didn't get the time, I was okay with that. But grabbing both it's just having your cake and eating it too.
Why did you choose to